Game day here at Planet Ice Delta. Got ourselves a riveting one. The Beavers versus Lumberjacks. It's always a huge matchup between these two. I feel like the last couple times the Beavers have been beat by the Lumberjacks, but only just barely. It's definitely a top four battle in this league between Lumberjacks, Beavers, Flyers, and the Bandits this year. So they've been playing an awesome season. Anyway, kids should be coming out on the ice here any minute. I might have some help on the headset from my man Brad Keelman. Waiting to see if that's going to become a reality. But for now, you get me. Okay, so our game's about to begin here. Boys are boxing up the pucks. We'll get this one underway. Wally, you want to jump on? We joked about having Ramen help me on the broadcast today, and she actually won the poll vote. So it's kind of exciting. I definitely think she'd be a fan favorite. So we'll see if we can get her out on the tournament weekend coming up. That's actually the next thing to look forward to with this Beavers feed is the Quench Cup. It's going to be a variety of HPL teams from both BC and Alberta. And that starts tomorrow. We got 2 games, one in the afternoon and one it's a late one. So that one's going to be, first one's 1:30 tomorrow, followed by an evening one at 7:30 p.m. So we'll see how the kids do with a two-game day, as well as a pretty late game in the day. I'll do my best to stream those for you guys. All right, here we go. Game getting underway. Lumberjacks getting some possession straight off the top. Beavers battling back for it. Lumberjacks pick it up neutral zone and try and bring it into the Beavers zone. Beavers managed to get control, look like Anthony Keelman. Puck's going back into Beavers net area behind the net. And feed up the wing. Here comes Anthony. A little rush up the right-hand side. Nice chase there. Looked like maybe Freddie. Puck behind the net. And Lumberjacks managed to get it back and send it back up their wing. Turnover in the neutral zone. Beavers trying to regain possession. And Beavers have possession as they bring it into the Lumberjacks area. Quick turn of there. Nice feed to the point. Cohen almost with a chance. Oh, and here's the Beavers again. Nice little pass. Tried with the backhand, but off the shin pads. Behind the net. Nice feed out front. Here's a shot. Oh, a little bit over the net. Beavers now putting on some good pressure here. So they fight for it in the corner. A little bit of a dig, and it comes back to the point. Cohen throws it on net, and it's blocked down by the goalie. Good start to this game. Realizing now we're actually doing running time here, so my clock's a little bit off. I'll just get that reset. Lumberjacks now with a little bit of pressure as they come down the wing. So they might have a chance here. Feed to the side of the net. No good. Puck comes out. Lumberjacks manage to hold the line. Puck heads back in behind the net. The Beavers trying to get possession. They do. And the puck gets fed out to the wing. Luckily there's a Beaver there to pick it up. Looks like Anthony again. And there's Cole trying to fight through. Look for a pass to the middle. Feeds it across. Oh, puck come in, but unfortunately just got turned over. Now being brought back in by the Beavers. Here's a shot on net off the pads. Lumberjacks pick it up and they head back up the wing. Oh, but wait. Beavers a little bit of pressure here. Nice forecheck like they did last game. Cohen sends it into the zone and Beavers are going to go on a change. Puck loose in the Lumberjacks area there. We got Beavers on it. Nice little skate there by Finn. Oh, off the crossbar. Puck loose and Beavers trying to get their stick on it, but Lumberjacks managed to come out with it. Nice little hold on the line there by Cohen. Lumberjacks sending it back around behind their net. Beavers are there to pick it up. Some really good pressure by the Beavers here to start this game. Little mini flip on net, and fortunately no real shot there. 14:30 left in this game, or in this period. And we're just going running time today. So 3-minute penalties. Face off. Beavers look like they got it, but unfortunately didn't go to anyone else's stick. We'll fight for it in the Lumberjack zone, and it comes out. Beavers pick it up. Cross ice pass. Puck goes up the middle. Nice chase here. Flip on net, off the pads, rebound, but unfortunately no one there to put it away. Lumberjacks feeding it up the wing out of their zone. Nice little take. Beavers definitely putting on some good pressure, not allowing much for the Lumberjacks to do here and bring it up the ice. Lumberjacks trying to find a out of their own zone as the Beavers are keeping the pressure on. Beavers now feeding it behind the net. Puck comes all the way around. And luckily there's a Beaver there to pick it up. But Lumberjacks with a lucky bounce. Oh, they've got a little bit of a break here. 2 Beavers on that guy, so that was good. A little stop, but almost had a little break and a close attempt at a one-on-one. Lumberjacks now trying to send it back into the net. Off a skate. And the puck comes out of the zone. Lumberjacks now looking to feed it back in the neutral zone. Beavers gain possession and throw it back into the Lumberjacks zone behind the net. A little chase in now, look by Anthony. Puck comes all the way out and goes all the way down the ice. No icing call from the ref. Cohen sends it around the boards. Picked up by the Lumberjacks, but nice little turnover there. Beavers with some pressure. Cole with a pass to the outside. Oh, and just blocked by the Lumberjacks defense. Here's another attempt. Armand. Or no, sorry, not Armand. These black jerseys get me. Nice hold there on the forecheck by Cole. Puck comes out to the line, but held by the defense. Lumberjacks gain possession, and they start to carry it through the neutral zone. Nice little cross-ice pass, and an offside. 11:52 left in the period. Still 0-0. Shots on net, 5 for Beavers, and only 1 for Lumberjacks. Puck dropped and won by the Beavers. Beavers have possession, heading up the wing. Almost an opportunity there. It looks like we're going to have our first penalty of the game. Or maybe it was just an offside. Sorry, offside. Puck drop, won by the Beavers. They gain possession as they bring it into the Lumberjack zone, but quickly turned around and sent back down the ice. No icing call. Beavers with it behind their own net. Puck's loose. They send it up around the left side of the ice. Oh, almost poked through, and there we go. We got a little poke through. 3-on-2 coming into the Lumberjack zone. Puck drop back. Finn with some nice moves there. Takes it behind the net. Puck to the corner, drop to the point. Cohen throws it on net. Another attempt, but just off a skate. Beavers gain possession. They have it behind the Lumberjacks net. And pops out. Lumberjacks get possession and start to bring it out of their own zone. Lumberjacks a little hack at it in the neutral zone to try and cross ice, but doesn't quite get there. Beavers now coming back with some pressure as they go for a line change. Puck dumped into the Lumberjack zone. 2 Beavers there chasing. No Lumberjacks. Pass back to the point. Some time. Unfortunately, our D-man fell, but manages to get it back behind the Lumberjacks net. Little fight for the puck. Puck comes out. Feet out front. Oh, just missed. Another attempt to keep it in the zone, but just kind of trickles out after a player tripped. Puck back in the Beavers zone. Beavers gain possession. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone. A nice little feed up. Oh, little trip there. Beavers with possession, feed it in the middle. There's another shot. No, just wide of the net. Lumberjacks skating to it. Do not look as quick today. Here they come into the Beavers zone. Tried to trickle it through. Nice little shot. Easy one for Wilder to stop. Puck in the corner in the Beavers zone. Beavers managed to get possession. Try and flip it up the wing. Little battle for it on the boards. Lumberjacks managed to gain possession. Going into the middle. Nice cross-ice pass. Shot on net. Beautiful stop by Wilder there. Lumberjacks get it and dump it back behind the net. Into the corner. Lumberjacks again dumping it behind the net. We've got our Beavers there to pick it up. Puck going up the left side. Beavers dump it into the zone. The Lumberjacks, and there's going to be a whistle. So Beavers do a line change. So one good thing, we got our man Ryan Brower back on the lineup after having a bit of a hand injury. Slipped on some ice here at Planet Ice Delta, and happy to see him back in the lineup. Still 0-0 game. 8 minutes left in this first period. Beavers, after winning the face-off, got possession as they try and feed it out of their own zone. Puck comes out. Let Lumberjacks get it and throw it back into the Beavers area. Cohen with the puck behind the net. Throws it up. Here's a nice little rush, one-on-one. Ooh, Lumberjacks throwing a little bit of cross-check in there, but managed to keep the shot off the net. Beavers now, nice possession in the zone. Little deke across. Ooh, not quite. Puck comes out. Lumberjacks possession as they come into the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass. Missed by the Lumberjack player and picked up by our Beavers. Beavers with the puck in the corner. Looking to feed it out of their own zone. And they do, into the neutral zone. Cole with the carry. Dumps it into the Lumberjack zone. Lumberjack zone comes for a change. Lumberjacks behind their own net as they feed it up the ice. Picked up in the neutral zone. Little cross-ice pass. Thwarted by the Beavers. And here's the Beavers now with some speed from Finn. Racing into the zone. He's looking for a pass back, but unfortunately just two Lumberjacks right there to pick that puck off. Lumberjacks trying to make a nice cross-ice pass. Lots of that tonight. Just looking for those guys on the outside wing there and sending them. A little shot up on the net. Easily stick to the side by Wilder. Lumberjacks holding the line. Cross-ice pass to the point. Tried to feed it on net. Beavers are trying to clear, but skipped over their stick, and Lumberjacks managed to regain possession in the zone. There's a nice little tip. We've got a little race here for the puck. Anthony off to the races. Little backhand. Oh! Beautiful shot by Anthony. And he's the first one to strike in this game. So we've got a 1-0 start for these Beavers. Anthony, just a beautiful rush to the net. Flips it in. Just really well done. Nice work on that backhand. .537 left in this game, or sorry, in this period, first period. So Beavers take the lead, 1-0. Beavers gaining possession in the neutral zone. And Lumberjacks managed to get it back and flip it out of their own zone. Beavers with some good pressure here. A little cross to the middle. Puck's loose. Behind the net. Lumberjacks pick it up in their own zone. Look for a feed out the wing, but Beavers are right there. Good forecheck pressure. Nice feed to the middle. And, Lumberjacks again getting possession and bringing it out. Lumberjacks, nice little skate. Flipped it on net. Deflected behind the net. Cohen's there, digging in. Oh, puck comes loose in front. Lumberjacks did a quick little stick on it, but Wilder's there to block it. Nice feed up the ice, but just missed off the stick. Gets picked up in the neutral zone by Lumberjacks. Beavers now looking to gain possession in the neutral zone on offside. So, lots of back and forth here. I feel like so far the Beavers are pretty much dominating the play in the other team's zone there, but just haven't been able to capitalize on some of the shots they're putting on net. Oh, we may have an injury. No, he's okay. Shots on net now a little closer, 8-5 for the Beavers. Beavers with a nice little win on the face-off, so they bring it into the Lumberjack zone, but Lumberjacks managed to regain it, carry it behind their own net. Nice little skate here, going cross ice, feeds it up the wing, and then fed in to the center. Beavers managed to pick it off. Now it's going the other way. Neutralized turnover there, but Beavers again regain control. Pass to the middle. Here's a feed. Oh, just behind. Beavers now trying to keep the pressure on. Here's a shot. Just on the pads of the goalie there and rebounded. Lumberjacks trying to get it out of their own zone, but Beavers are holding the line really well as they dump it back behind the Lumberjacks net. Good forecheck pressure here. Beavers with it in the neutral zone. Cohen going for a little skate. Let's bring it in. Tries to do a little deke out on the D-man, but doesn't quite get past him. Lumberjacks now feeding it back out into the neutral zone, picked up by our Beavers. Beavers with a nice little feed up. Coming in. Opportunity here. Backhander. Another one. The rebound. Puck's loose. Goes into the corner. Lumberjacks pick it up. Back to the point. Cohen tries to do a little dump in, but not enough steam on that. Easily picked up by the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks trying to feed it back out their wing, but really good forecheck pressure here by our Beavers. A little bit of a battle on the boards. Waiting for this puck to pop out. Looks like it just comes loose. Lumberjacks get a stick on it, trying to send it out of their zone, but no, it's held in by the Beavers. Back into the corner. Good pressure there. That's Freddie digging in. Tries to send it to the middle, but unfortunately just not someone there to get it. Lumberjacks now with a little bit of pressure coming into the Beavers zone. Whiffed on the shot there. Beavers pick it up. Change direction. Finn with a nice little rush. Coming up the wing. Two man on him, but it just gets tied up and unfortunately loses control. Here we go. Another attempt by the Beavers. They come into the middle. Lots of scrambling for the puck. Lumberjacks managed to regain control and bring it into the neutral zone. Little flip up the boards. Good work by the defense there. Oh, but turned back over to the Lumberjacks. They feed it out to the point. Lumberjacks keeping it in the Beaver zone. They feed it on net. Oh, little tip. Looked like almost by his own player, but luckily just went over Wilder's head. Little battle on the boards here in the Beaver zone. Lumberjacks end up with it. Try and cut in front, but a nice stick by the Beavers defense there. We may have our first penalty. Yeah, it looks like we do. It's going to be on Finn. So 40 seconds on the clock. We're going to have a 3-minute penalty because we're doing running time. Beavers dump it all the way down the ice. Nice clear. We only got 33 seconds left in this period. Lumberjacks now coming up the ice. The man advantage. Beavers, some good defense staggering there to keep the puck out of the front of the net. Rain, stick on the puck, dumps it all the way down the ice. And that might clear our clock for this period. 5 seconds remaining. A little off with my clock. Oh, here's a shot. Short-handed. There we have it. First period, always a battle between these two teams. As we see lots of shots from both sides. Beavers leading right now for shots on net, 14-6. And I think we're going to keep seeing this back and forth battle throughout this whole game. This is where I need that second person on the mic to help me with some little banter. I got some stuff to say, but overall I feel like both sides are playing quite well. I feel like the Beavers are showing up today. They're putting lots of shots and lots of passes on net, or passes up the ice at least, and good shots on net. Just got to capitalize on some more of those opportunities. So we got Gurge on the bench today, Lucas, Gary leading these kids, I guess. Oh no, there's Tyler. He's here. Who we got in the box running the music today? It's like all the kids. It's all the siblings running the music today. So thanks to those guys for doing that, running the clock. 18 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Puck comes back into the Beavers zone. Beavers pick it up and try and dump it down the wing, but Lumberjacks are there to hold it. Puck goes back around the net. Lumberjacks have possession. Lots of space out there. I guess we're still shorthanded. A couple minutes left in that penalty. Lumberjacks definitely playing a good power play right now. Good puck movement. There's a shot on net. Oh, just tipped into the net. So that ties it up. 17:32 left in the period. We're going to be back at even strength after that one. All right, puck back in play. Lumberjacks win it, and they bring it into our Beavers zone. There's another shot on net. Stopped by Wilder. And now here's Beavers with it, rushing up the ice. Picked off by the Lumberjacks on the chase there. But brought back into the zone. Ryan now. Possession, but he loses it. Puck tries to come out of the Lumberjack zone. A good hold on the line by the Beavers, but just does come out of the zone. Here's Ryan Hill carrying it in. Cole's there. Nice pass over. Cole with a shot. Off the stick. Goes wide of the net. Lumberjacks with possession. They carry it up and try and throw it down the ice. Good hold at the line. Puck comes loose. Here's an opportunity. Shot. And in there. Beautiful goal. That gives us the lead again with a 2-1. Just a really nice, lucky bounce off the skate there as our guy picks it up and throws it top corner. Lovely shot. $16:20 left in this game. Or in this period, I should say. Puck goes behind the Lumberjacks net. Beavers gain possession. Nice hold there. Beavers are putting on lots of pressure in the right spots. Puck goes round to the corner, and Lumberjacks pick it up and try and carry it out of their own zone. All the way down the ice by the Lumberjacks on that tip, and Beavers pick it up in their zone. Nice little change of directions there by the Beavers as they feed it up the wing. Lumberjacks manage to hold the line. Lumberjacks now with a cross-ice pass, open to the point. Shot on net, off a skate. Puck goes into the corner. Puck fed back to the line, held there by the Lumberjacks. Beavers now trying to make a rush. They come into the zone. Nice little carry. It's like Anthony with it in the corner. Some help coming in for him. Beavers pick it up. We'll cross to the middle. Lumberjacks there with their stick. Again, puck comes loose into the corner. Nice little play by the Beavers there, but unfortunately just Lumberjacks got the stick on it. Nice little poke by the Beavers D as they hold the line in the neutral zone. Regain possession, they send it out. Back into the Beavers zone now. Cross ice pass. Beavers with a carry up the ice. Flipped into the Lumberjack zone. Little flip on net, just behind it. And we've got a Beaver on the puck. Nice little dig here. Ooh, almost a beauty feed out front, but Lumberjacks are there to intercept. Lumberjacks now with a little pressure the other way. Hustling up the ice. Good take by our Beavers defense. Flip back up, but Lumberjacks managed to regain possession as it comes back into the neutral zone. No pressure on the boards. Beavers pop it out there and come into the Lumberjack zone. 1-on-2, and just gets loose and comes back out to the neutral zone. Lumberjacks with a carry now. Bringing it with some speed, and Wilder covers it. So 14-10 left in the period. Get a little off with my clock there. 15 shots on net for the Beavers, 9 for the Lumberjacks. A 2-1 score. Beavers now within their own zone. So they carry it behind their net. Puck comes out though. Lumberjacks with possession. Lumberjacks feed it back to their point. Point back to the wing. Wing carrying it now. Nice little poke by the Beavers defense. Sorry, that's our forwards. Nice feed up the ice. Beavers regaining possession as they throw it into the Lumberjack zone. Puck behind the net. Lumberjacks carrying it. Throw it around the net. Puck's loose. Lumberjacks managed to get their stick on it just before Cole was going to reach it. A little flip back into the Lumberjack zone. So they try and chase it, but Lumberjacks are there for possession. Oh, here's a nice opportunity. Point picks it up, throws it on net, just off the pads and into the corner. Lumberjacks now with the puck. Feeding it up the wing. Lumberjacks carrying it through the neutral zone into the Beavers zone. Cross ice pass to the middle, but picked off by the Beavers. Here's the point from Lumberjacks, sending it in. Off Wilder's glove. Behind the net into the corner. Lumberjacks now putting a little pressure on. So they have good spacing on that ice. Holding at the line. Nice little move there to deke around the Beavers forward. Throws it on net. Wilder there with a nice block. Beavers send it out of their zone to the neutral zone. Lumberjacks try and dump it back in, but held at the line. Now it does come back into the Beavers zone. Cross ice pass. Beavers send it out, but Lumberjacks are there to pick it up and get an offside. Just under 12 minutes left in the second period. Lots of back and forth in this game. I love this matchup between these two teams because they both play hard. They both want to win real bad, so that's why these games are always so tight. Beavers now trying to send it up the ice, but unfortunately Lumberjacks managed to gain possession and keep it into the Beavers zone. Flip to the middle. Ooh, off Wilder's glove and just trickled to the side there, luckily. Beavers now coming up with some pressure. Fed behind the net. 3 Beavers in the zone, and then, there's our point, just holding it. Fed back behind the net. Lumberjacks feeding it up. Trying to be held at the line, but luckily the Lumberjacks, it kind of got loose and they feed it back into the Beavers zone. Beavers defense pick it up, send it around the boards. Just missed the stick of the wingman there. Luckily the Beavers defense picks it up. Looks like Cohen with a feed to the middle. Beavers coming into the Lumberjack zone, shot on net. Oh, Armand puck's loose out front. Lots of commotion. Oh, it's loose behind the net now. I don't think anyone knows where it is. Lumberjacks get to it first, and they feed it back around. Good pressure by the Beavers here. Back to the point. Nice little deke. Fed up to the wing. Wing to the middle. Oh, just missed the stick. And the puck comes loose, goes to the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks dump it all the way down the ice, and there's a guy on the chase. They're saying no ice. Hit a stick. Lumberjacks with it behind the net. Beavers now in the corner with it, trying to regain possession. They are not quite with it, but there we go. A little stick on it from the Beavers. Lumberjacks putting on some good pressure now. Little battle on the boards. Can't quite see it, but it's fighting to come out. There it comes out to the neutral zone. Lumberjacks pick it up in the neutral zone, turn it around, and send it the other way. Puck in the Beavers zone. Beavers defense pick it up as they send it off the boards up to the wingmen. Beavers winger sends it in. Dump behind the net as they're going to go for a line change. Puck loose behind the Lumberjacks net as they pick it up and carry it up, send it down the wing. Little turnover in the neutral zone. Sent in, but unfortunately no one there to really pick it up, and Lumberjacks gain possession, send it back down. Here we go again. Beavers a little bit of pressure coming back into the Lumberjack zone. Lumberjacks get a stick on it and turn it the other way. Lumberjacks feed up to the middle. Nice defense. Just holds on. No penalty there, thankfully. Beavers now feeding it up the ice. Here's a little carry. Brought into the Lumberjack zone. Finn with it behind the net. Looking for a pass. Does a little drop pass. Anthony now with a carry. Anthony looking for somebody. Feeds it back around. Feed out front. But unfortunately just no Beaver there, just a Lumberjack to pick it up and send it up the wing. Lumberjacks clear the zone. And Beavers managed to regain possession in their own zone. Back into the Lumberjack zone. Cross ice pass. Lumberjacks try to feed it up. Just out of the zone. Beavers carry it back in. Here's an opportunity. Oh, Finn with a shot just goes over the net. Don't know if it hit the goalie's stick or not, but just high. Lumberjacks now trying to come back in, but Beavers gain possession in their own zone, feeding it around the ice or around the rink, up the wing. Lumberjacks managed to get possession, just came off a stick, and they dump it back into the Beavers zone. We'll tie up in behind the Beavers net. Lumberjacks come out with it as they come from behind the net. They send it behind again. Beavers regain possession as they carry it out of their own zone. Little feed up. Here comes the Beavers with some speed. Guys, Lumberjacks lost their stick, but they gain possession anyway and carry it out of their own zone. Little dump down the ice. Turnover in the neutral zone. Now Lumberjacks managed to get possession again, send it back down the ice. Beavers now back in their own zone, picking up the puck. On the boards, Lumberjacks with it again, carrying it behind the Beavers net. They send it out to the point. Lumberjacks point misses it, but gets possession and resends it back into the zone. Beavers now trying to feed it around the net. Lumberjacks just put some good pressure on the forecheck here. Beavers now with possession. Two Lumberjacks there, and it just comes out of the line. So we got an offside. They've cleared the zone. Beavers with possession in the neutral zone. So Ryan now carrying it into the Lumberjacks area there. Flips it on net, just off the goalie's pad. Here's another opportunity. Shot wide of the net. Ryan on the chase. Just goes down. Puck comes to the point. Held in by the Beavers. Lumberjacks with possession again. They try and flip it out. And they do. Cross ice. Here's Lumberjacks now coming into the middle. Cole picks it up. That Lumberjacks managed to grab it again, change directions. Cole with a carry. Coming up the ice. Feeds it. Ryan with possession, tries to feed it back in. Puck comes loose. Lumberjacks get possession, but held at the line by the Beavers. They glove it down. Oh, didn't see what was going on behind him there. Puck comes loose and Lumberjacks carry it back into the Beavers zone. Here's a pass. Puck being held at the line. Now it comes out of the Beavers zone. Beavers now with possession. Looks like Anthony with a carry. Looking for an open man, but unfortunately just saw him, but then there was a Lumberjack right there to take it away. Beavers now trying to get possession of it in the middle there, but always seems to be a Lumberjack stick. Lumberjacks now with some pressure. Coming in, a little drop pass. Backhand flip, just goes over the net. Lumberjacks trying to keep it in the corners. The man goes down. Beavers fight it off and get it. Here's Beavers now with a carry. Feet up. Here's an opportunity. Oh, little splits on the ice there with a shot. Not sure. Puck's loose in the corner. Comes to the point. Beavers pick it up. Fighting to come in, but not quite. Here's a cross ice pass as the Beavers carry it back into the Lumberjack zone. Finn with a cross. Oh, off the goalie's pads. Comes into the corner as Lumberjacks pick it up. Little battle for it here now. 2-on-2. Beavers trying to get it. Here we go. Oh, good try there. As the puck comes loose. Oh, and Lumberjacks now with a opportunity here in a break. There's a shot. Oh, right off the post. Maybe it was off the blocker. Nice save by Wilder. Here comes Beavers again with some pressure and some speed. Skating in. Shot just off the pads. Wide of the net. Puck comes out of the zone as the Beavers are going to have to tag up. Puck loose in the neutral. Oh, here comes Beavers again as they bring it from the neutral zone back into the... Oh, we got a hooking there, but no call from the ref. Lumberjacks with possession as they take it behind their own net. Try and flip it up the wing. Puck comes loose. Back into the neutral zone. Beavers manage to flip it back into the Lumberjack zone, but Lumberjacks easily pick it up and send it back down the ice. Puck all the way down the ice. Beavers pick it up behind their own net. 2 Lumberjacks there. A feed back to the point. Point feeds it back to the wing. Wing back to the point. Cross ice pass to the other point. Shot on net. No, off a body and goes into the corner. Puck is loose, but Beavers pick it up. Little carry now as a feed. They try and feed it up the wing. Oh, here we go. Opportunity for the Beavers. Got a 1-on-2. Oh, beauty backhander. Welcome back, Ryan Parr. What a beauty goal. As he comes back and feeds that one backhand into the net. Nice little carry here. Just one player to contend, takes it to the outside edge and just flips it up. Boom. Right over that blocker side. Beauty goal. We got ourselves a 3-1 game. Beavers possession after the face-off. Puck. Loose in the neutral, but now Beavers... Oh, no. Lumberjacks in possession. Lumberjacks carrying it up the wing. Trying to find someone up front. There's a feed. Hits the back of the net and just kind of trickles behind. Lumberjacks on the point. Carrying it in. Beavers pressure in the corner. Lumberjacks now with possession. So feed it back. Point man picks it up. Here's a shot. Oh, off a body and wide. Lumberjacks putting on some pressure as the Beavers try and fight for it in the corner. Puck comes loose. Beavers now. Here's Cole. A little hustle up the ice. Knows who to beat. Passes it up along the boards. Lumberjacks pick it up though and send it out to the wing. Oh yeah. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Beavers carrying it in. Oh, nice little move with the stick there. Oh yeah. That was nice. Beavers put another one on the board. I think it was Anthony Kielman. You got to take a peek at that one because I actually couldn't even see how that went in. Comes in, a nice little stick move there. Regains possession and just, nice little backhand. Just misses the toe of the Lumberjacks goalie's pad there and just pops it in that corner. 4-1 game. 12 seconds left in the period. Lumberjacks fighting for another attempt on net here. Puck goes all the way around the net. It comes out. That's our end of the second period. 4-1 game after 40 minutes of play. Shots on net, 21-14 for the Beavers. And we're feeling good about this. It's nice to go into a third period with a 3-goal lead. This hasn't been the case with this team, with this matchup, I should say. It's been very close every game, within a goal or two. It's nice to be up by 3. I'm sure Tyler's given some very insightful words right now. Some inspiring stuff for these kids to take into the third. Tyler, one of the big advocates for Ramen on the mic. Definitely a fan. He was in full agreement with her being an additional commentator, so we hope to bring her out on the weekend and have an additional voice other than me on here. Solo. Just giving you random banter. Oh, it looks like we are going to do 10 minutes of time for this third period. Beavers taking it into the Lumberjack zone off the face-off here. As the Lumberjacks try and clear, and they do. Feed up the wing. Here's a race for the puck. Cohen picks it up. Easily feeds it out to the outside. Anthony now tries to carry, but just mishandles it, and looks like we might have an offside. Oh, we have some stoppage time here. Format's changed. 9:32, and we've got stoppage time. Puck's back in play as Beavers win possession. Feed it back to the point. Beavers now fighting for it on the boards as they send it back down the ice into the Lumberjack zone. Oh, hold on, I'm wrong. It's in the neutral zone. We got some bodies along the boards here. We're on the railing. Here we go. Beavers coming into the Lumberjack zone. And they regain possession. So they take it into the corner of the Lumberjacks. Here's an opportunity out front. Flipped on net, but just missed. Puck being held at the line by the Beavers. Comes loose. Lumberjacks regain it. So they take it into the neutral zone. Lumberjacks now with a carry. Ooh, tries to do a little toe drag there. Takes it behind the net of the Beavers. Lumberjacks just carrying it all in the zone. Here's a pass to the point. There's a shot off the skate of a Beaver. It comes loose, and Wilder's there to glove it down. .828 left in the period. Face off in the Beaver zone. 4-1 lead. There's the puck drop. Lumberjacks end up with it. Back to the point. Shot on net. Sent wide of the net. Beavers looking to regain possession here, as they do. Cohen sends it around the net. Just into the corner. There's Cole trying to dig into it. Puck comes loose. Cohen picks it up again. Tries to send it up the opposite side. Lumberjacks are some good forecheck on here now. They know they're in the they're down, so they got to put this pressure on for the last few minutes of this game. Beavers unable to get out of their own zone. So Lumberjacks just holding the line. Lumberjacks taking it cross ice to the middle. A little pass to the point there. Beavers finally clear. Cole chases it into the zone. The Beavers do a change. Cole with some good forecheck pressure there. He almost ends up with it. Here's Anthony to help him out. Feet up front. Nice shot on net. Oh, just might have been off the blocker. Beavers now lose possession. So Lumberjacks bring it out of their own zone. Carry up the wing. Good pressure here. Looks like we might have an offside. Puck drop. Beavers get it. Trying to cross ice, but it's kind of a soft pass. Almost picked up by the Lumberjacks there. It was Beavers feed it up the wing. Here's a little carry into the zone. Beavers on the outside. One in the middle. Carry behind the net. Looking for somebody. Here's a pass. Oh, not quite on the sticks. Fed back in. Behind the net. Lumberjacks pick it up and they try and feed it up the wing. Beavers are there to pick it up, but nope. Another Lumberjack player's there. Beavers holding it in. Big tussle on the boards here. Puck comes loose and Lumberjacks end up with it in the neutral zone. 2-on-1. Lumberjacks coming in. Millen trying to defend. Nice little stop by Wilder there. I think he took that off the mask. Lumberjacks again with possession. Another shot on net. Oh, it's loose and oh. Just trickles into the net. I think it went off the Lumberjacks backhand there. Came loose. Popped off the pad and then yeah, just hit the backhand of that one Lumberjack player's stick and goes in the net. 4-2 game. Lumberjacks battling back. I got to reset this clock because we're doing stop time now. Changed it up. 6 minutes left. Beavers now with possession coming into the Lumberjack zone. They feed it into the corner. Behind the net. Beavers carrying it with possession still. And they just lose it in front of them. So the Lumberjacks pick it up and try and dump it out. Held at the line by the Beavers defense. Here's a nice feed back. Ryan again throws it on net. Just hits the pads. Comes out and Lumberjacks just get a stick on it. Beavers holding the line. Puck in the corner and it pops out. Here we go. We got some Beaver pressure. Goes into the net. Oh, trip behind the net. But, we might have a call here. Let's see. What are they saying? Couldn't tell if that was a trip by the goalie. Some chatter on the... Yeah, it's definitely the goalie's stick that tripped him behind the net, but... Oh yeah, they are calling that a penalty. So we will have a penalty on the Lumberjacks. And I think that's going to go against their goalie. We're going to just have two minute penalty now because we have stoppage time. Puck's dropped in the Lumberjack zone. Puck goes around the net. Beavers regain possession. Flipped up. Almost held at the line. I guess it was held at the line there. Lumberjacks dump it back. They're looking to clear. They do. Oh, picked up in the Beaver zone. The Lumberjacks with a shot on net. Wilder with a quick cover. 1:32 left in the penalty. .447 left in this game. Face off in the Beaver zone. Beavers with the advantage right now on the power play. Let's see if we can make something happen. Puck's dropped. Beavers with possession as they carry it up. Lumberjacks not messing around. They're getting everybody back. Oh, puck's here. Nice little shot. Oh, top corner. Beauty shot. Just feeds it in there. That was a nice little tip, and then looks like it came off of maybe Ryan's stick. Picked up and just boom, that nice little short side top corner. Beautiful goal. So 4:32 left in the period. Beavers with a 5-2 lead. Beavers coming in with some pressure again now. No longer on the power play. They'll carry to the corner, looking for somebody out front. Puck's tied up in the corner in the Lumberjack zone. Trying to come loose. And it finally does. Lumberjacks trying to get it out, and they get possession. Back into the neutral zone. Beavers, the puck. Trying to feed it up, but Lumberjacks there with the interception. Beavers now with good forecheck pressure there. Cohen trying to get possession. Puck comes out and goes back into the Beavers zone. Beavers defense carrying it behind their own net. Puck behind the net, and feed it up the wing. Comes the Beavers into the Lumberjack zone, 2-on-2. Tries to go through the defense. Pass to the front. Oh, almost opportunity there. Beautiful pass as he split those two D-men. Ryan now just battling for it to get it out. Oh, and again, just misses the forward in the middle there. Puck's in possession of the Beavers. They're putting some good pressure in the Lumberjack zone. Back behind the Lumberjack net. Puck comes all the way down the ice as the Lumberjacks feed it around the boards. Beavers with the puck. So Millen sending it out the wing. Picked up by the Lumberjacks. Unfortunately, they're the only ones there as Beavers are on a line change. There's another feed up the ice. This one's going all the way down. Maybe an icing. Yes. 2:35 left in the third period. This time it is the last period. 3-goal lead for the Beavers, 5-2. Shots on net, 23 Beavers, 16 for the Lumberjacks. Puck dropped in the Beaver zone. Beavers managed to get possession. And no, it comes out, and Lumberjacks try to get it, but yeah, Beavers cleared the zone. Turned over in the neutral zone. Beavers now with it in their own zone. They pass it out to the wing. Lumberjacks there to pick it up in the neutral zone. They'll fight for it on the boards. Waiting for it to come out. Puck comes out, it's loose. Beavers pick it up and send it down. Cole trying to put a little forecheck pressure on. Puck comes back into the neutral zone. Picked up by the Beavers and pops out. Cole picks it up. Feeds it up. Tipped off the Lumberjack stick and goes to the wing or outside wing. Back in the corner. Pressure by the Beavers on the forecheck here is a shot from the point, just wide of the net. Beavers back into the other corner now, digging for it. Can't quite see behind bodies, but Lumberjacks end up with it and they carry it through the neutral zone. Nice stick by Cohen there as he bats it off. Cohen now going for a little skate. Nice little deke as the Lumberjack player falls down. He's got some speed, shoots it. Oh, just off the pads. Oh, and almost picked up on the rebound. Beavers back, nice pack pass. Cohen tries to throw it on just off a stick. Lumberjacks feed it up. Here's an opportunity as the Lumberjacks try to go between the two Beavers, and Wilder there to cover it. Minute 6 left in this third period. Looking like a sure thing right now. But you never know. 24-16 shots on net. In favor of the Beavers. Last minute to play. See if Lumberjacks pull their goalie. Oh, here's a break. Beavers now all the way down the ice. Just about feeds it through and just wide of the net. Pucks behind the net. The Lumberjacks carried behind. Beavers in possession. Looking for a feed out front. Puck's loose. Picked up by the Beavers. Fed to the corner. Lumberjacks get possession now. Carry it back into the neutral zone. Flipped back into the Beavers area. Man open in the middle. Ooh, and just missed the stick. Beavers now regain possession as they feed it up into the neutral zone. Lumberjacks regain. Pass it back into the Beavers zone behind the net. Final 15 seconds on the clock here. Beavers a little bounce off the boards, trying to clear. There's a clear. That's going down the ice, and that's going to be it. 5 seconds left in this game. Lumberjacks with possession, but they know it's over. That's a good one for these boys. They've been wanting to beat these guys all year, and they finally make it happen with a 5-2 victory. Well done, Beavers. Well done. Always a hard-fought match between these two teams. I like these Lumberjacks. Ain't nothing wrong with these guys when we play them, and it's just a good match. Good hockey all around. They're not a rough team. And that wraps us up for this game. As mentioned earlier, we got a tournament starting tomorrow, the Quench Cup. First game's 1:30 p.m. versus Aces Hockey Academy, which I think is from Alberta. So that'll be an interesting match to see some new teams in this tournament to see how we fare against the Albertans. So yeah, 1:30 and then a late one, 7:30 after that. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're watching from home, hopefully you're enjoying these streams and you're enjoying the commentary that I'm solely doing. But I try and make it somewhat entertaining. So hopefully it was a good time for you. That's it. I'm going to play the last flasher here as I sign off.